Well, hello, my fellow HBICs. How are you doing on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? If I look a little worn down and weathered, it's because I have been feeling that way. Hence the no videos over the last week, but I am alive. I am okay. To all of you that have reached out to me, I so appreciate you. I know some of you were worried about me, and I'm here. I'm still living and breathing. Okay, I'm alive, but I really, really do appreciate it. I've received a lot of emails and a lot of comments on all my platforms. Thank you. I mean, that made me feel very, very loved, and I sincerely appreciate that. But so before I get into this video, let me just say the normal. If you need help figuring out what's going on between you and your manifestation, please feel free to email me at manifestingwithkimberly@gmail.com. I have coaching options that just scrolled by on the screen, and then my dryer's done. And in the Dropbox below, those are all my coaching options. Although I haven't posted any content, I was still coaching, as any of you who had sessions with me, you know that. So anybody that's purchased coaching, I got you. I'm coming. I'm scheduling you. I know I booked a bunch of you this past week, so I got a lot of them done. There's a few people left I need to get to. I'm coming. I'm coming, y'all. Yeah, and I have Instagram. I have TikTok. So let's just cut right in. I'm a little down, a little tired, a little worn out, but I'm okay. I'm getting my zhuzh back. I'm getting my sassiness back. But I'm on my couch because that's where I'm comfortable right now. I'm not in my normal location, so you're looking at the back of my couch and me, and I'm chill, okay? But I wanted to talk about something today that's been on my mind all day, which is why I know I should make the video, right? Should make a video. So I'm like, you know what? You know how I am. I don't care how I look. I'm going to make a video if I feel like it, and I felt like it today. So what I want to address today is the importance of your inner world. Your inner world. Now, I know this topic, inner world, inner conversations, is not new to our community. We know that Neville Goddard also referred to this on a regular basis throughout pretty much all of his work from start to finish, to be honest, if you were to read in order or listen in order. Neville consistently talked about our inner conversations, our inner world. What is going on within our minds. And one thing that I see pretty heavy, especially in my coaching sessions, and you know what? Even for myself, I've experienced this. So it's not to say that I'm above it, but there are times we do get so heavily attached to what our current circumstances are that we allow the inner conversations that are happening within us to completely and utterly take over. And then our autopilot, which is our dwelling state, also begins to take over. And from there, we either find ourselves, having an inner argument with our specific person, or we just start, no matter what you're manifesting, you're having an inner argument maybe with that person, or you're maybe even starting to beat yourself up for what's going on in your current 3D. How you talk to yourself matters. And if you want to make sincere change in your reality, your inner world, your inner talk is probably one of the most important things. Probably the most important. On my channel, I prefer to talk about states of consciousness. That's my go-to for manifesting anything. But choosing and selecting a state to embody starts with your inner world. It starts with your inner talk. Listen, and by inner talk, I'm talking about the little things you're thinking about in your mind. If they are not lining up with what you want to experience, if you are not seeing yourself as having your manifestation, and you're allowing your mind to be sucked back in to what's going on in your current reality, that's going to keep you planted in a world that we no longer want to be a part of. Meaning, to get anything to change out into our outer world, the inner world has to change first. The inner world has to change first. And we have to be, disciplined with ourselves, which is not always easy. It's not always fun, but it doesn't have to be a miserable experience. It doesn't, especially if there are things going on in your 3D and you're finding whatever it is to be heavy, take a break. Take a break, recenter yourself. And by recentering, I mean taking a few moments, breathe a little, take a breath, relax yourself, and remind yourself of who you are. You are the I am, and you have that within you. I am, as in God, within you. And remember, if God doesn't jive with you, okay, higher power, butterflies, rainbows, whatever it is that you believe in, it's within you. So, and God doesn't have to necessarily be he. It could be he, she, it. It doesn't matter, right? We don't have to get that deep, but that's what's within you. And that's what's creating out through in your world. And you know what? I keep saying it, yet I keep doing it. We got to drop the word create, because we're not creating. Creation is finished. What we desire is finished. What you desire wants you. It wants to be objectified, pushed out, put in to the 3D. It wants to come out. It does. But we have to change our inner worlds, our inner thoughts, our inner conversations. We have to change them first. And changing what you're thinking, changing the way you're talking to yourself, changing this in itself can help you to shift your state by embodying the new version of yourself that has your desires. Doesn't mean you have to be perfect. There are going to be moments you're going to slip right back. You're going to catch yourself. But the repetition, right? That's the word of the day. The last couple of Sammy videos that I've watched. Repetition of you stopping yourself in the moment. I don't mean the relentless flipping of thoughts. I mean the catching yourself. Is what I'm thinking about right now, what I'm allowing my mind to go, rattle off, and who knows, arguing with yourself, arguing with your specific person, arguing with your family, worrying about the future, worrying about maybe something you've done in the past. Is any of that something you want to experience again? Is any of that something you want pushed out into your 3D? Probably not. And not if it's giving you a yucky feeling in your body. That's why we talk about feelings, right? It's not about you having to be happy all the damn time, but your feelings are a connection to what is going on in your inner world. And if what you're thinking about or talking to yourself about doesn't make you feel joy, happiness, at minimum, neutral, calm, comfortable, whatever other fucking adjective we want to use. If it's not making you feel that way, there's a good chance it's not going to serve your manifestation, and we probably want to stop thinking about it. We probably want to redirect ourselves. We probably want to really pay more attention to where our mind is going. I get asked all the time, Kim, when is it going to manifest? Why is it taking so much time? What am I doing wrong? Is there anything else that I can fix with what I'm doing? And after you've told me what you do for a manifestation game, it's always prevalent to me that if you're stressing it and you're telling me what you're doing for your manifestation game, but you're still sweating the where it is and what the time, that I know your inner world is not, it's not changed to that new state. It's not in the direction of you living the life of your dreams. It is still heavily married to your current circumstances, to your current 3D. Listen, the quicker that you become the master of your inner world, it is the quickest way to stop being at the mercy of your senses. Stop being triggered by things in the 3D. It's not to say you can't be human and have your emotional moments. That's not what I mean. But But you will find that the more you're paying attention to where your mind is going, what is going on up here, this inner world of yours, you stop being controlled by the 3D, which then guess what happens? The more disciplined we are with our inner world, the quicker our manifestations can project out. Or at minimum, the quickest way to get movement, to see some proof, some evidence of the work you're doing and changing your inner world. It is completely universal law that you change in that inner world will change the outer world, period. We are always manifesting from the state we are embodying. Always. Always. It is your state of consciousness. That is how we're manifesting. At all times. At all times. Your 3D is a reflection of the state you are embodying. Your thoughts are a product of the state you are embodying. Hence, your inner world. Start paying more attention of where your mind is going. It's not about being hard on yourself. It's not about being disciplined to the point of, being militant with yourself. But you will spend a lot less time worrying about where the manifestation is, when it's going to come, or will it ever come? Is it really meant for you? All the stupid things we say to ourselves. The more you address what is going on up here, the quicker the change is going to happen. It's a fact. It's a law. There's nothing we cannot be, do, and have. We are meant to experience joy. We are meant to have our desires. We are not, as my little friend Paulina said, we are not the orphan amoeba in this world. We are not. We are not alone. You have the I am in you right now in this moment. You are the I am having a human experience in this 3D world. Those desires are for you. What are you thinking about right now? How are you talking to yourself right now? Because guess what? It matters. It matters. And on that note, come on, I'm back, so I'm going to be all over you. What are you thinking about? How are you talking to yourself? Let's work on that. Your inner world projects out into your outer world. And it's you doing it. It's you doing it. You don't have to be afraid. Your manifestations are definitely coming. Allow them to come. Okay? See you soon.